kind of is what it is. No more online chat, but I'm miserable. I've been miserable this last month not having this. I'm way worse without it.
Hello you guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are out there in this crazy world. This video is going to be touching on Eugenia Cooney. So this is your trigger warning right now, sensitive topic. But I came across a tweet from Rich Lux. And he follows Eugenia Cooney, Jeffree Star, those type of influencers quite a bit. And he tweeted this video of Eugenia Cooney. Now, I want to start off by saying, I really hate to see anybody upset. I don't take pleasure in seeing Eugenia Cooney upset at all. I see that some people think that this is a good thing for her, and I agree that it's a good thing that this is taking place, but I don't at all like seeing her upset. So what's happening with Eugenia Cooney, it started about a month ago because she religiously was on lives on TikTok doing these battles, like they all are. Jeffree's on there a lot, Rich Lux is on there a lot. There are a lot of creators that battle each other, and they're on live on TikTok for hours on end. Jason Nash is on there. Jason Nash, yes, of Being with Trisha Paytas and David Dobrik. He's on there like 8+ hours a day on TikTok live, getting gifts and stuff. But because Eugenia Cooney is a special case, and unfortunately her physicality is concerning. Yes, we don't like to talk about people's physicality and their bodies and everything like that, but it does get to a point where you see people like Eugenia Cooney, or previously, I haven't even seen Nikocado Avocado in a minute, but Nikocado Avocado on the other end of the spectrum, where it seems as if they're doing harm to their body and or may be impressionable to other young viewers on the platform. So Eugenia Cooney does have young followers and viewers, and her physicality is very concerning. She is very thin. She has already been to rehab to help with her situation, and it seems like it worked for a little bit. Shane Dawson introduced her back to the YouTube world, did her whole documentary and everything, and then it seems like she kind of fell back off again, and she started looking more thin. And Eugenia Cooney wears like these little outfits, she does the cosplaying, and people have accused her of doing body checks and allegedly flashing. And just because her body is in the state of it that it is in, and being so thin, it's concerning, and people feel like that should not be promoted on any platform, TikTok, YouTube, etc., because it is giving young viewers an impression that, being in that way is healthy and okay. And especially when she is doing the body checks or the alleged flashing, and people are saying she knows exactly what she's doing, and she's feeding into these groups of people that she knows are like going to give her money, and that are just going to be there, and appeasing that sect of people while ignoring the harm that she could be doing. So now, people have noticed that she hadn't been on TikTok live for quite a while, and they were wondering, where's Eugenia Cooney? So I was on Twitter and I see this video. She is very upset, that Rich Lux posted. She's very upset, and she's talking about how she's miserable. And so I dug a little deeper. I found the full video. It's about 14 minutes where she went on live, and she's explaining to her followers that she has been demonetized off of TikTok, age restricted. Okay, so she's not able to get the gifts. She's not able to get on live and do the battles and get the gifts that people are giving her. That's why she's on, TikTok for hours on end. She's not able to do the battles with the other creators. She's age restricted, so she's not going to show up on the For You pages as much as she would, which obviously would block her viewer count and people seeing her and engaging with her content. So that's going to hit her bag. That's going to hit her pockets. And she's also saying that it was a big part of her life that made her happy. And right now, not having that part of her life where she could do those things and do the TikTok battles is making her miserable. Now, the thing that I didn't understand is that, like, her account isn't shut down, it's not blocked, it's not any of that. It's simply restricted, and she can't make money. She can get on live because, you saw the clip, she was on live, but she can't have people send her gifts. She can't do the TikTok battles where she's getting gifts for people. So that seems to be the main issue. And yes, I'm sure she enjoys talking to her followers and subscribers and everything like that, but she could still do that on her account. She just can't make money off of it. And I think that's the issue. And I think that that's a huge wake up call for Eugenia Cooney. That, okay, maybe I do have to take a look at what's going on. Maybe I do have to not ignore this situation and try to, like, get help and see what it is that people have been saying all these years. Because now this big source of income is being shut off because I wasn't taking it seriously, or I wasn't listening to it, or I just thought people were, bullying me or talking shit, where some people definitely were. The comments can get really, really nasty. But there's a lot of people who are actually speaking out of real concern for Eugenia and not wanting the inevitable to happen if she keeps going down this road. So it was really interesting to watch the full video, the full 14 minutes. She was very upset. And I think that she is reflecting on what she's feels like, because before she was saying, oh, I haven't done anything, and now she's kind of like, well, I need to reflect on it. Maybe I have done something that I didn't really realize I was doing. She speaks very vague when she talks about these things. She never, like, actually directly says what it is she is speaking about. She talks around it. She's very good at doing that. So Eugenia Cooney is miserable, but Jeffrey showed up in her live. I know she's close with, like, Rich Lux and stuff, so I'm sure behind the scenes people are trying to give her, some encouragement, keep her spirits up. She was seeing if maybe she could make another account, but I highly doubt that that would work, because you still have to put in your information, your name, like your birthday, like an email, stuff like that. And I'm sure TikTok would quickly catch on to Eugenia having another account and just shut that one down as well. So I think it's time for her to, like, just sit and really think, what is going to be her next move? What's going to be her next move? I saw some comments like, okay, you can vlog your recovery if that's something she would want to do. I think it should be something that's more private and personal, but if she were to do it, I mean, for sure people would watch and she would have major support. And maybe she would get her accounts unrestricted because they're seeing that she's actively trying to get help and do better. You know what I mean? But you can't be on TikTok where there's all these young impressionable people doing body checks and allegedly flashing and unfortunately look the way that she looks, because it is so unhealthy and it's on both sides of the spectrum. The Nikocado avocados and Eugenia Cooney, on both sides. It's unhealthy, and it's not promoting anything that the youth should want to try to replicate or duplicate and think, oh, I can get this attention if I do things similarly to Eugenia Cooney, or if I do things similarly to Nikocado avocado. That's just something you don't want to promote because it's not healthy. And I know she says that nothing's wrong with her, she's okay, and this, that, and another, blah, blah, blah. But she's not. It's just very apparent. She's skin and bones, and it's a sad situation. So while it sucks and I hate to see that she was upset and she's feeling miserable, and she's, she even said she feels like she's worse off now not having the TikTok lives and being able to battle and get gifts and everything. She's saying she's worse off now. I don't know if what she's trying to insinuate, but I think she needs to just take a tea, regroup, figure out how she's going to move forward and how she's going to swing this thing, because I do think this was the best solution to get her to kind of as a wake-up call. I really, really do. Yeah, I'm like reading the comments on Rich Lux's Twitter where he posted this, and people are of the same mind that this was probably the best thing that could have happened for her. Although it may not feel like it right now and she's distraught and upset, it probably is the best thing that needed to happen. Um, People are saying good. She wants the attention so bad she can vlog her recovery and try to undo some of the damage she's done. Someone says the way she looked at the camera when she said, "I'm way worse without it." Classic victim card manipulation. She's so gross. Like, people are really, really not happy with Eugenia and feeling as if she is manipulating the situation because she knows what she's doing. You know, she sees all the comments, sees all the comments all day long. You can't ignore. You can't, you can't not see it. But she continues to do it, you know? So people are saying, well, you must like the attention, so here you go. Someone said it needed to happen. Social media is toxic for her well being and fuels her desire to maintain a certain appearance. Exactly. Perhaps once the cash flow stops, she will focus on her health. Exactly. And that's what I'm hoping is going to take place. And maybe that's what TikTok is thinking is going to take place. Well, you can't sit on live anymore and make a whole bunch of money and get gifts and everything like that. It's going to push you to go get some real help. Um, Someone said she's going to be 30 this year and she's really sitting here throwing a tantrum, sulking amongst her stuffed toys. Lord. I'm way worse without it, not trying to manipulate anyone or anything, are we? Someone said this is manipulative of her. She body checks, she knows it. She knows she has a younger demographic of followers and audience. She shouldn't be paid for that. So people are on one accord. About time. This needed to happen years ago. Hopefully she focused on herself and gets healthy. Social media literally ruined her life. Yeah. I mean, she was getting attention based off of how she appeared and kept doing it. All those little cosplay outfits and everything like that. The most skimpiest outfits she would pick to show all the skins and bones and her ribs, and she had to know. She had to. Exactly. Someone says hopefully she sees this as a wake-up call and gets the help that she needs. Oh no, she can't cash in on being anorexic. Eesh. Someone said, what the F? She's making veiled threats about suicide. That's what I took by the I'm way worse off now. That's how I took that. It was a veiled, yeah, that's how I took it. So someone said, what the F? She's making veiled threats about suicide, knowing younger girls are mostly her fan base, then still glorifying, profiting off an ED. It's gross. She is scary, manipulative. Wow. Yeah, so every comment is essentially saying that this needed to happen, this should have been happened, she's being manipulative. And I just hope Eugenia Cooney has somebody in her corner, other than Jeffrey Dang on Star, that can like kind of sit her down and let her know in reality what is taking place and how she needs to move going forward. Not anyone who's going to fill up her head with a bunch of BS and, try to give her fluff and not be real. No, she needs a real friend to tell her really, really what's going on and why this is taking place. Because if she doesn't understand why this is happening, she's never going to stop. She's never going to stop. So like I said, I'm sad to see that Eugenia is upset, but I do agree that I think this is something that should have happened a while ago. And being as she was so big on TikTok and would be on there for hours on end, like 8 hours, like just hours upon hours on hour, for that to be taken away, I'm sure she's really feeling it. And it's going to push her to hopefully get help and not what they're saying as veiled threats of something else. With that, I'm way worse off now. So because that kind of took me aback when she said that too. I was like, what are you trying to say, Eugenia? So that's what's going on. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Super Bowl's today. If you watch and or care about that, I don't care about the ball game. I just want the Usher concert in the middle. And I'll go about my business. But I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.